Welcome to Music and Medicine. I'm your host, Dr. Moshe Lewis. Really excited to have Buddy Sampson here, musician extraordinaire, bassist. And just tell us, how'd you get into music, my friend?
Actually, I got into music when I was, first of all, I have to complain about something.
Okay, please do.
This is like a great television studio and everything. Where was my green room, man?
Know,
how come no one brought me like champagne, man? What's going on?
Well, you got to hear the prior interview, and so, you know, budget, right? So I got cut.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. You guys are, first of all, I have to say you guys are doing a great thing
Sure,
here.
thanks.
You know, I love what you guys are doing. But I got into music actually in Philadelphia. I'm from Philadelphia.
Sure.
And there was a group down the street from us called the Natural Soul Brothers.
Sure.
And they were such a great group. And when I listened to these guys, and the bass player for the group, he actually recently died, actually a year ago. I just thought that they were the best group ever.
Mm-hmm.
And Larry Pankey, and I want to mention his name, he actually took me under his wing, taught me how to play bass. And then later I met a bass player named Steve Green, who actually turned me on to some jazz gigs that I probably weren't ready for, but I did them and made my mistakes and ended up playing with the Marvelettes and a bunch of other people.
Sure. What did you enjoy most about your career?
Well, what I enjoyed most, I'm also a journalist as well, actually on a newspaper called The Scoop LA.
Yeah.
I enjoy telling other stories, but then I also enjoy telling my story.
Sure.
My story is actually through the music I play, the music I write, and so it's nice to be in a situation where I'm actually telling my story instead of telling the stories of others. It's actually unique for me.
Sure. And there's a health bent, if I'm not mistaken. The show's called Music and Medicine, and we were talking about the health component of your musical career. Tell us about that.
Well, it speaks, you know, first of all, I'm recovering from cancer.
Right.
And it speaks to the fact that in medicine, you know, for instance, the doctors may tell you one thing, but I actually believe in putting God first in my life.
Right.
And I've been able actually to beat it. And after I've beaten cancer, my whole thing is about making sure that I get out there and play some great music. You know, make sure that there are people are attracted to positive energy, because we're seeing so much negative energy these days.
You can have too much positive, and I don't want to take that lightly. Tell us about how you found out about the cancer and how you were able to beat it.
Well, I found out that, you know, in 2021, I was having some issues with urinating, and I found out I had bladder cancer. So had 3 surgeries, changed my diet completely.
Wow.
I exercise like a big dog. I exercise like 3 to 4 times a week. I play basketball a lot.
Yes.
You know, even at my age, at 67, like I love playing basketball.
Sure.
So with that mindset and the mindset that like I have lots of things to do, I think I'm able to beat it. I think I'm healthier than I ever been.
Sure. So besides the Scoop, if people are trying to find you, where can they find out more about your periodical and also what your music you're doing now?
Well, you can go to www.thescoopla.com to see like what we're doing. And also, I definitely want people to check in on my latest article.
Sure.
The latest article I'm writing is on a guy that was in the military. He was a colonel in the Air Force, and it's about like how the Air Force decertified him from actually teaching in the public schools. So it's an article I want to bring attention to, because in our communities, we need things like the Junior ROTC and programs like that, because kids and people need to have goals and aspirations. And things like the service in the ROTC actually can be really helpful to keeping our communities and kids out of drugs and crime.
Absolutely. I know you've been doing that periodic for a while and written amazing articles. One last shameless plug where we can find it.
thescoopla.com, and I have to mention Jasmine Guy.
Okay,
I have to mention that. Years ago, Cree Summer, she was doing a rock project. You know, she was doing a rock musical project, and they invited me to a club to see them perform, and Jasmine Guy was there. So I was on the floor dancing with Jasmine Guy and Cree Summer, man. Talk about being in hog heaven, brother.
Sure, absolutely. And did you get the scoop? Thanks so much. Love your enthusiasm, love your energy and things like that. And thanks so much for joining us.